Hello everybody. Okay, here's the deal. I've had a backup in my sewer. Really nasty one. I've got about 4 inches of standing water in my basement. And it's poopy water. There's doo-doo in it. And I have to walk around in that doo-doo. In order to try and get the drain cleaned. I've tried sending the snake down there and that didn't do much anything. I've plunged it and that seemed to temporarily help. Seemed to, but the next day after I plunged it, it backed up again. This time from the shower, whereas before it was just from the washing machine, so I think I've effectively forced whatever was clogging it just further down the line. So now, yeah, anything from the toilet, the shower, everything is backing up in my basement, and I have to unclog it. Nothing's worked so far, and I'm gonna go with the big guns now. We're gonna be trying this. Liquid fire. This is some pretty caustic shit. Completely covered in warnings and directions, and you know here's the line that let's see, never pour into drain containing other chemical drain openers and or hot water, as liquid fire may erupt violently from drain, sending hot acid and drain contents onto persons in area, causing severe burns, personal injury, or disfigurement. So I've decided that I'm going to document this. I'm sitting right now possibly having my final cigarette. If anybody's curious, my final meal was a bottle of Nos and a little Debbie Swiss cake roll. I'm thinking that I'm going to try and rig up some sort of pole arm to tape that to, so that I can stand a good distance away. Oh, that's the other thing. You know, you're supposed to empty all the water out of the drain that you can get before pouring this in there, and I've got 4 inches of standing water in the basement that I just can't really get out of there because there's nothing to do with it. I can't pour it back down the drain because it's the whole drain, and I suppose I could come and dump it out in the yard, but then I'd have all kinds of dookie and toilet paper and all that shit in my yard. I don't know, I suppose it could be better than disfigurement, but I've never been one for wise decisions. I like to go for adventure. This may be my downfall. Okay, I've gotten my pole arm rigged up. I'm ready to do this. I was going to get a little footage of this before I actually go down and try it out. And first of all, I'd like to thank the Boy Scouts of America for teaching me all of my knot tying skills that have allowed me to get into this mess. If I didn't know how to properly tie a knot, I probably would not have the gall to even try this. But here we go. I'll let you see my makeshift pole arm destructo acid shit. Right here. I've got, here we go, length of bamboo pole that I had bought from Hobby Lobby some time ago for a friend of mine's pirate wedding. Is one of the original ideas for the costume was going to be a Robinson Crusoe type thing. I ended up going with a different idea for the costume. That's not really important right now. So anyway, I guess let's get... One of the reasons why I'm doing all this upstairs and in the car and everything right now is what this video cannot convey to you is the awful fucking smell emanating through my house. It's like a combination between doo-doo and cat urine. It's fucking horrible. That's another thing that I'm kind of concerned about, is that if there is some sort of chemical reaction going on, well, obviously there's going to be a chemical reaction going on, but when the chemical reaction starts, if there's any sort of weird gases or anything, I hope that, maybe a good idea for me to wear a mask while I do this. Go root around in the garage and see if I can find my old painting mask and wear that while I do this. It may be a good idea. I think I'm also going to change into some shoes, as right now I'm wearing the Air Gzi, and that probably is no good for dealing with acid. It splashes into the water and I end up standing in a bunch of acid, and my feet might not like that too much. So, on to part 3.